You will recall last week we had a little mystery contest going on Wildlife Wednesday, and we had 2 people who commented and correctly identified the creature in the video. I had to crop the video and slow it down to really tell what it was, but they were correct. It was a spider spinning a web in the darkness. The winners were in the comments. Henry and Allie, thank you for participating, and very good eye. You were keen and correct. Also, the snort that I heard and Fixed It Up Friday was a doe warning her fawn that she smelt me in the presence, that I was near, and she cautioned them. They didn't proceed much further, although I kept quiet. The gig was up, and they knew I was there and did not come any closer, and just gently walked away. Welcome to another Wildlife Wednesday. We're going to slow things down a little bit, breathe a little deeper, wander into the quieter corners of the wild. This week we're not going to be chasing those big animals as much. Instead, we're going to pause and notice the overlooked beauties, go on a little road trip, look at the fungi, the bloom in the secret shadows, and the plants that weave their tapestry through the forest. Maybe we'll see a few birds amongst the trees. Among the swamps and the moss and the leaf litter, we might find some mushrooms. We'll see what we can identify. Some of them may be new. Wildflowers and ferns, maybe some juniper plants under the undergrowth, will paint the earth with a quiet color for fall. And then the birds' melodies. There'll probably be some juncos and flickers, and maybe even some warblers. Yes, the deer, the fox, the moose, the elk, they're all here, but they're slipping into the background today. Wildlife isn't always about grand encounters. It could be about noticing things that hum beneath the surface. Wildlife can be anything, and it can thrive when we take the time to see it. Let's celebrate a quieter week. Like the fungi in the soil, the plants in the breeze, and the birds in the sky. Let's take in those gentle details, nature's whispers from the fall season. Well, guys, I got my coffee with me, and I'm going on a little run. I gotta get some sand to knock some of my veggies in. So I'm gonna go on a side road here to one of the little spots where there is some natural sand, and get that, and we'll see what we see on the way. It's going to be bumpy, so it's not a good idea to take you to show you all the way, because we'll be bouncing up and down steady. But those little spots on my windshield are from dust and calcium on the roads. It's a constant battle. Oh, there goes a squirrel up there. Whoa! So I'm going to pay attention to my driving and save my struts on this old road. And we'll get back to you in a little bit. That just gives you an idea of how smoky it is from the smoke that's coming from down south. A lot of northern flickers on this road. So let's get some sand. Well, here we are, guys. Somebody's been here. Looks like digging with a machine. But I'm just coming with my shovel and going to take some for my vegetables. For some reason, the warblers like this section of the road. But now that I got the camera on, they disappeared. There were 3 of them down there. Maybe they'll come back. You'll see the far wheat is turned to seed. It's got all the fluff on it, ready to hibernate. and grow another year. You can see on this old trail where someone's thrown the bones of an animal. Boletes. There are lots and lots of juniper bushes here. Many of them have berries, but they're not ripe yet. Just a squirrel giving her. There, he jumped up in the pine. I don't think you can see him on the camera, but I hear him. There he goes. There he goes. Over that way. A little too quick for us. Love this time of year. All kinds of different fungi this time of year. How cool is that? The roadsides are just loaded with mushrooms right now. Here's a couple more shaggy wigs. And here's some spent ones. Lots of rose hips. True sign of fall. And wherever you look, there's bolete mushrooms. Hunter's paradise. You can hear for so many miles. This to me I find very interesting. That's interesting. We'll have to identify that and look it up. I know chicken of the woods, but I don't think that's it. I'll put it on the screen. Just really enjoying myself exploring in the fall. Glad you could join me. So from what I can determine, they're a ringless honey mushroom. If anyone knows any different, let me know. Some thimble berries. Don't mind if I do. So tasty. See you again soon. Maybe fix it up Friday. We just don't know what can happen on Nature Inspired Diaries. Follow along and find out.